Blake Shelton has had a very busy year. Now he's received his first ever digital platinum single as he's taken Honeybee to the top of the charts. We caught up with writers Rhett Akins and Hayslip at a #1 party to talk about the success of that chart-topping hit. I'm here with the #1 songwriters today. Now, did I hear that this is the first #1 that you guys have celebrated together?
It is. We've had several #1s together with other writers, but this is our first together, just the two of us.
Wow.
So it's pretty special.
All right, and you guys pretty much grew up together. I think you're related through marriage, right?
Yeah.
Down in Valdosta, Georgia?
Yeah, we met in summer of 8th grade. We were on the same baseball team, and we started writing songs immediately, sitting out in the outfield. If we're sitting in the dugout, we're always just singing our favorite songs or trying to make up songs. And then Ben moved to Augusta, Georgia the next year, and I went and saw him at least once a month. And even up there, we were still writing songs. We actually have videos of us that we videoed ourselves in 1984 in Ben's living room, making up songs and rap songs and doing stupid little skits and commercials. So we've been friends for since '84.
You'll be my soft and sweet, I'll be your strong and steady. You'll be my glass of wine, I'll be your shot of whiskey.
You guys have had lots of #1s, and this one is particularly pretty special, right? I mean, it went up the charts really fast.
Yeah, this is probably the biggest one. It just all worked out. It's just like God just playing this big scheme for us to write this song, for Blake to cut it. Then he hosts the ACMs, debuts it on the ACMs, then he gets married, and he hosts The Voice. It was like you couldn't have planned for anybody to cut a song at any better time than what happened with me and Ben and Blake.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, I talked to you about this song. Is he the only person who heard it? Did it go directly to Blake?
I think he is. I'm pretty sure. We wrote this song on a Thursday, demoed it on a Friday, and went back before we sang the vocal and switched the lyric around a little bit. But shortly after that, I'm pretty sure Blake was the first person to hear this song, or Scott Hendricks was. Right. So I'm not sure any other artist heard this song, and that doesn't happen very often.
No. And I mean, I'm pretty sure all of us could have figured out, wow, this is a huge hit, because it's like a no-brainer. It's a great, fun, happy, sweet love song. What were you guys thinking? I mean, were you looking at each other when you wrote it, or what?
Well, I don't like to write love songs that are so sweet and sappy, so we made it a little funny, you know what I mean? It was like, if you actually said this to a girl, I told Ben after we wrote the first chorus, I said, if we actually said these words to a girl, do you think she would slap us? Do you think she would get out of the truck and walk home? Would she love it? And I said, we probably need to write the verses to where we're kind of letting her know that we're kidding, but seriously, I mean this stuff at the same time. So we kind of did it to where it's tongue-in-cheek, but at the same time, it's a way of getting out of saying I love you. It's a different way of saying it. You know, it says I could have said I love you. I could have wrote you a line or two, but it's cooler to ask you if you'd be my little Loretta, you know.
And the cool thing is that language is pretty much Blake Shelton language every day of his life.
Oh, I'm sure.
So we, like I said, we definitely aimed it that way after we got going with the song, and there was, in my mind, I mean, he was the perfect guy to pull that song off.
So you knew kind of who you would want to cut it. And I heard you guys say earlier, you know, you've had hits with, Joe Nichols, Rodney Akins, a lot of the artists, and the one that you're still holding out for probably?
Jason Aldean is high up on our list. I mean, he's rocking as hard as you can rock right now. He's from Georgia. He sings our kind of songs, you know. He's on my list, and my son Thomas Rhett. If I can't get a cut on my own son's album, I'm hurting. So,
well, you better get busy, because I think Thomas Rhett's out writing a lot. For all of you viewers, Thomas Rhett is an up-and-coming artist, and he is on Valerie Records.
Yeah.
Okay.
So between Jason and Thomas Rhett, those are my two biggest right now.
You be my honeysuckle, I'll be your honeybee.
All the fans need to know Rhett is an artist as well, plays out all the time. And, I mean, what do you do now? Is writing sort of a priority for you? I mean, you had #1s as an artist.
Yeah, I still play about 40 or 50 shows a year. I used to play 250 shows a year, but now I write literally Monday through Thursday at least. I usually go out on the road Friday and Saturday, and I still play all my old songs, That Ain't My Truck, Don't Get Me Started, all the old stuff that I recorded, but I also play all the new songs that Ben and I in Dallas have written, and it's cool to go out there and just see all the people. A lot of people know that we wrote them, but it's cool to see the looks on the people's faces when they go,
Why is he singing Blake's song?
Yeah. I've had some people actually say, "Man, won't you sing? Why are you singing all these other people's songs?"
That's great.
And I was like, "Well, they're actually our songs, you know. That's how they started." But it's fun to go out there and sing a mixture of all of them.
You be my little Loretta, I'll be your Conway Twitty.
Honeybee was actually written on a Peach Picker Wednesday when Dallas was in Bahamas or something, I think.
Oh, I bet he wishes he was here. He's doing fine, though. He's
doing all right, yeah.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much. Enjoy the party. And like always, it's good to see you at number 1.
I'll be your honeybee.
Thank you, Rhett. Thank you, Ben, for, I think, my career song, man. I really do believe that, man. So cool that it's with Rhett, too. So thank y'all for being here. I don't want to drag this out. So thank y'all so much. Appreciate you.
Honeybee is off Blake's 8th studio album, Red River Blue. We still have lots more music ahead, including one of the most talented musicians ever. Don't go away. We'll be right back with more Inside Music Row.
Hey, this is Mac McAnally, and we're Inside Music Row. And coming up here in just a minute, we're going to listen to me talk about a live album that I made down in Muscle Shoals, hopefully of interest.